Hello everybody, how's everyone doing? Today I'm going to read to you about inner planets. But first, I have something. They're my mom's. They are two not eyes, there's something else I can't say it in English. And looks like these are two ears, and this is like an elephant. Two funny ears like a rabbit, and kind of like a rabbit, and it has two eyes and a mouth. Funny. It's a statue. Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars are the solar system's inner planets. On the face of it, they are worlds apart, but underneath the surface, it is a different story. Why did you say less than 1 minute? The inner planets all formed from the same material 4.6 billion years ago. All are a mix of rock and metal with interiors that are roughly divided into layers. The heavier metals are contract toward the center, while the lighter rock is on top. Each of these planets were bombarded by asteroids and comets early in the solar systems. History, and each has been affected by volcanic activity too. Mercury's heavily cratered face still bears the scars of an early bombardment, but the surface of the other free world have changed over time. Where should I'm gonna read that. I need to read. Smooth plains formed from lava follow the distant past. Brightest craters are the youngest. This view is of Venus's surface was made using radar to see through the planet's thick clouds. Matmons is Vesuvius. I need to say Vesuvius. Why? A volcano called Vesuvius. And the town is called Pompeii. So maybe in Brazil, Italy. Largest volcano. Liquid water covers most of Earth's surface. Ice cap at North Pole. The Earth, like Earth, Mars has a crust made of solid rock. Like all the inner planets, Mars has a core made of red-hot iron. The reddish color comes from iron oxide. It can rust like metal in the soil. In the sun glare. Oh my God, Earth is bigger than Mars, Venus, and Mercury. Oh my God, this is the biggest. I want the half of it. Oh my God, Venus and the sun glare. Mercury is the smallest of the solar system's planets and lies closet to the sun. It is a lifeless world that has hardly changed in 3 billion years. The planet's entire surface is pitted with craters formed when asteroids crashed into it while Mercury was young. The craters range from small bowl-shaped ones in the huge Carlos Basin, which is nearly 1/3 the width of the planet. Mercury orbits of the sun more quickly than any other planet, but it rotates slowly. For every 2 orbits, it spins around just 3 times. So a day on, day on Mercury, sunrise to sunrise. What is that on my ear? Oh my God, what is that on my ear? Takes 176 Earth days. Such long days and nights coupled with a very thin atmosphere give Mercury the greatest surface temperature range of all the planets. In the daytime, the surface is hot enough to melt lead, but at night is cold enough to liquefy air. Mercury profile. The matter 3,032 miles. 4,000 879 meters. Average surface temperature. It's 333 Fahrenheit and 167 Celsius. One spin on axis 558.6 Earth days. One orbit of Sun, 88 Earth days. Number of moons, 0. No moons. Hotspots. The colors on this heat map of Mercury show the planet's surface temperature. The red region, which is on the equator, faces the sun and it's hottest. The warmest are yellow arrows than green. The planet's polar regions, blue, are the coolest. Lava land. Oh, I have a lava lamp, not land. But still, I do not have it anymore. It don't work anymore. Venus is sometimes described as Earth twin because it's almost the same size as our planet and has a similar internal structure. Thank you for it.
That one's out.
Thank you. I can see you. Like binoculars. It's on a 3D printer. 3D. It's 3D, that means it's tall. A 3D printer made it. It's plastic. This is kind of like plastic. A 3D printer can print anything. This is wood, but that's plastic. It made plastic. My dad made it, and I made it when I record too. Where did I stop? But the two worlds are very different. Any astronaut who tried to walk on Venus would be killed in seconds. The surface is as hot as the inside of the pizza oven, and the crushing air pressure is 90 times greater than that on Earth. Venus's deadly surface is hidden from our view by thick cloud cover, but orbiting spacecraft have gloom and landers have touched down to take photos. Venus is a world of volcanoes. Many thought to be active and its surface is solidified lava. It is permanently overcast with a sticky yellowish light flittering through the cloud. Venus spins more slowly than any other planet. I smell pizza. It also spins in the opposite direction clockwise. Clockwise like that. To every planet apart from Uranus. And I want to read it again. Oh. Greenhouse effect. Venus is hot because of process called the greenhouse effect. The sun's heat passes through the atmosphere and warms the ground, which remits warmth and remaining warmth is trapped by the atmosphere, much as glass traps heat in a greenhouse. This was made like maybe 58 minutes. It prints layers. Do you see? If you see close, if you see so close, it's. Oh my God! Why should I read this long one? I'll not read this long one, I'll read the short one. Tidal planet. Earth spins around once a day, but it isn't perfectly upright. Its axis, the imaginary line from pole to pole around which it spins is tidal by 23.5 degrees. So as Earth travels around the sun, one hemisphere and then the other is tidal toward the sun. This is what causes the seasons. The red planet, the second smallest planet in the solar system, Mars, is half of the size of Earth. Is sometimes called Valles Marines. The red planet line stretches water of the way around this frozen desert world. It formed long ago when the crust of a young planet spilled open. Elise, where are dusty plains strewn with boulders and giant extinct volcanoes, including Olympus Mons, the solar system's largest volcano. Rocky floodplain. Mars hasn't always been a desert. Dry riverbeds show that water flowed here long ago. Floods swept rocks across the land and dumped them on floodplains like the one below. Mars may even have been warm and wet enough for life to flourish. So what did we learn today? Oh, I learned that Earth is bigger than Mars, Venus, and Mercury. And then I learned that, like all the inner planets, Mars has a core made of red hot iron. And it's like iron. It's how like Earth, Venus, and Mercury. And I learned that Earth has an axis, like on top, and then goes down and turns. They're like this. Turns around. Bottle like this. Bye bye everyone. This is not a part.